Hello, ladies and gentlemen, and welcome to Benny and Moose Save America, where every week we strike out against toxic fandom and the failure of the American education system through the power of barroom trivia. I'm your host, Benny, and I'm joined, as always, by the Xanax to my crippling anxiety, Mark the Moose Haas.
Feel like I could say the same about you there, Benny. How you doing, bud?
I'm amazing, Moose. Just feeling really good today.
I'm excited for this match, man. Mostly because I have three very good friends that are playing in this match. One of them was kind of my trivia master for a while there. He's kind of the reason and one of the guys that got me into trivia as much as I've gotten into. So it's fine. He's got a whole brand built around him. So we have trivia with Buds on us today playing a couple that he officiated their wedding. We've had them on the show before. They were on our horror rom-com Valentine's Day match. We have the Hammer and the Kraken, Kyle and Amanda Saddoris.
Still one of the two of the three highest scorers of all time, I believe.
That's right. It's probably one of the greatest pulls, too, by Amanda when she pulled the horror question we asked for her 6-pointer. I don't think I ever would have gotten that, even with 50 guesses. But for a special match like this, we bring in a special bartender. And with us, as always, chest hair and bulging biceps and all, we have the one and only DJ the Survivor.
Hello, gentlemen. Thank you for having me on again.
Thank you for helping us out, man. How are you today?
I'm doing well. As always, I got to bust out the best looking sleeveless for you guys. Got to look all proper and dapper for it. So ready to go, ready to give these hints. Seems like a good group of people, so it should be an interesting show.
Should be a good time, man. Well, DJ, we love you, buddy. Thank you for being our bartender for the match. We'll bring you in when you're needed, my friend.
Ladies and gentlemen, introducing first, the Tennessee train wreck, Ryan Buds.
Hey, what's up, Benny Moose? Thanks for having me. And thanks for referring to me as a train wreck. That's never been done before, I don't think.
Well, Mr. Buds, Mr. Ryan Buds, sir, it is a great honor of ours to have you on our show.
Thank you so much. I like that you referred to me as your trivia master. That is every once in a while, someone will say, they'll go, oh, I gotta my trivia host, like I'm their doctor or something. Like they'll introduce me like, this is my trivia host. It's very strange. And I also have that weird scenario where sometimes I'll see somebody who plays weekly bar trivia, like at the grocery store, and they have that weird thing where it's like seeing your teacher. You're like, oh, he has a real life. This is crazy.
Well, Buds, to our audience who may not know you, tell us a little bit about you and trivia with Buds, how you've gotten into this.
Yeah, so I started hosting trivia as a side hustle kind of a thing that I paired with doing stand-up comedy in Chicago in 2010. And I really enjoyed doing it. So I started kind of hosting my own nights, and I always did it in some sort of part-time way. And around 2017, I decided to do it full time. And so as of now, we have about 25 weekly, bi-weekly, or monthly locations that we run at bars and breweries and cideries and wineries all over Southern California. And also where I live now, I moved 2 years ago to Northeast Tennessee, Johnson City, Tennessee, near the Bristol Motor Speedway. If anybody knows Bristol, the birthplace of country music. And we love it. We love living here. And I love what I do for a living. It's a ton of fun running virtual trivia shows or in-person trivia shows for companies, friends, family, coworkers, all kinds of different scenarios.
During the pandemic, I think Kyle and Amanda, my wife and I, tuned into Buds' Facebook Live trivia matches almost every night. It was one of those things, especially during the beginning parts of lockdown when everything was scary. It was something that was calming, reassuring, and helped get us through it. That's for sure.
Oh, thanks, man. Yeah, that is a time in my life that I cherish and think about frequently. And it seems like it was yesterday, but it was already 3 years ago or so when we started doing that. And those first couple weeks where everybody, especially in California, wasn't going anywhere, we would have 200-300 people watching, and people would tip me, and I had no income at the time. There was because he couldn't go anywhere. And I was like, oh no, this business that I thought was going well is now defunct with no locations that anyone can go to. But yeah, you guys helped me stay afloat for a long time. So that was a two-way street that I remember fondly and think of all the time.
Well, Buds, we love you. We appreciate you for being here. We're going to bring in your opponents. We're going to drop you out, and we'll bring you in at game time.
All right.
And thank you for letting me know that cidery is a word. Cidery is a word. That's fascinating. All right, ladies and gentlemen, his opponents, hailing from the darkest isles of Greece, the Hammer and the Kraken, the Saddorises.
Hey, Benny. Hey, Moose. How we doing?
Kyle, Amanda, how are you guys?
We're good. Happy to be back.
Benny, the last name Saddoris is Italian. Kyle's
It's actually
ancestors are from Italy.
Well, in Italian, it's just a Greek who's not trying. It's all good.
Fair enough. Amanda, Kyle, thank you guys so much for doing this. When I told you guys that Buds was going to be on the show, you guys immediately wanted to jump in and play with him.
Yeah, absolutely.
Tell us a little bit about you, your experience with him, why you want to play him.
So I met Buds actually at the brewery I work at, Last Name Brewing in Southern California. He had been doing weekly trivia there, and it quickly turned into the 6th day I would be at work, because it was one of my days off that he did trivia, and I'd bring my friends and family in, and we'd hang out at my job all night and play trivia, and it was great, and we got really addicted to it, and we were, we did really well. So it was nice, and it was fun to learn, all these new things, and especially with Bud's hosting, it's always a great time. I really did want to play against him because I wanted to see if he's just good at coming up with questions or if he can actually, answer some of them.
Now, he did officiate your wedding, right?
He did officiate our wedding during lockdown and everything. He was very helpful in the whole process, and I couldn't have asked for someone better. I mean, his interaction with people, that are playing any of the trivias, it's great. It's very engaging. Everybody feels really welcome. It's a big part of the reason that, his trivia company has done so well, is just the way he makes everybody playing feel.
We've said a lot of nice things about Ryan, Buds. I think if you guys are going to take him on in trivia, you do need to say something mean to him right now.
Oh, yeah. What you got?
I don't have a mean bone in my body. You're going down, Bud.
There it is.
Good.
Well, we're going to bring your opponent in.
You bitches need to lay into me.
There it is.
That's trash talk. I got you.
I'll try to do better.
There we go.
Three-way
And listen,
general
I
trivia
officiated your
movie.
wedding, but I can unofficiate it right now. So
Don't
if
you dare.
I lose this match, you may not be married at the end.
You're half the country away.
There's a lot on the line. General movie trivia. Let's get going.
Ladies and gentlemen, your first question of the evening in the category of America's Uncle. Question number 1 in the category of America's Uncle. Tom Hanks played the role of Professor Robert Langton, a Harvard professor of history and symbiology, in how many Ron Howard directed films? Moose, I think sometime, apparently, if Mr. Bud's trivia is going so well, we should look into treating our guests with respect and making them feel good. What do you think?
No way, dude. No way.
Yeah, most of these people do suck. I think we'll just stay with what we're doing.
We got a couple of good ones in there. TJ's a good one. We like TJ, but the rest of them were a bunch of butts.
But DJ could also kill both of us with his bare hands, so we can't really say what we really think.
That one I believe for sure. All right, we'll count you guys down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1.
Brother Ryan, what do you got?
I was just writing a number for this one, right? Not the titles.
That is correct.
I believe it is 3.
That is correct for a point.
Is correct.
Let's see what the Hammer has written down.
I wrote 3.
That is correct for a point. And the Kraken.
I also wrote 3.
We are starting out perfect. Moose, I didn't realize this in our first match because there were so many people on the screen, but the Kraken has really large biceps.
Yes.
Well, thank you.
Thank you for showing.
I would argue that the Hammer and the Kraken both have great biceps.
Thank you.
Question number 2 is in the category of Leo. What was the first movie that Leonardo DiCaprio was received an Oscar nomination for? I mean, I'm pretty sure I could have just called him Leo. I mean, he's a fan of the show, right? I mean, we're on first name basis with him at this point in time.
Yes, I think eventually he is going to be in our Titanic match.
He's going to complain about the size of the door. 4, 3, 2, 1. And on this one, we're going to start with Kyle.
What's Eating Gilbert Grape?
That's correct. Why are you writing so small on a large board?
The board's too big.
None of those were words. Those were just dots.
Yes, exactly. That's correct for a point. Amanda.
I put What's Eating Gilbert Grape.
Same thing. You guys have large boards, right?
Okay, I will try harder.
And Buds, your answer, sir.
Gilbert Grape.
Correct. Points all around. Good job.
I thought for a second that it maybe could be the movie that I think came out before that, where Robert De Niro is his abusive stepfather, This Boy's Life.
Oh, yeah, I was thinking about that.
And I was like, I wonder if he was nominated for that, and I don't know. And I'm like, I'll go with the one that I think more people would see.
Yeah, I considered that one as well.
Mm-hmm. Pushes them through the glass table at the end. It's a great movie.
Question number 3 in the category of animated and live action. Question number 3 in the category of animated and live action. What actress voices the speaking voice of Jessica Rabbit in the live action animated movie Who Framed Roger Rabbit? I've always sort of felt a kinship with Judge Doom. I think that was his name, Judge Doom.
I for sure could see you having like a pen pal, like a writing back and forth relationship with Judge Doom.
Yeah, I think it's the wearing black robes, crazy eye kind of thing that I just dig that motif.
Yep.
And 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's start with Brother Ryan.
So I have no idea about this one. I've seen the movie several times. I can't even think of in my head what her voice sounds like or who it could possibly be. So I'm picking someone from around that time that maybe it could be, but probably not. Kathleen Turner.
That's correct. Your point.
It is correct. Oh,
yeah.
I feel very smart.
Yeah, good job. Felt it around. Amanda.
I had no idea, and I was wrong, but I put Jessica Lange.
Oh, that would have been another good guess too.
Yeah.
Kyle?
I said Michelle Pfeiffer.
Those are all. I feel like it could have been any of those. I cannot believe it's Kathleen Turner because I'm like,
wow,
that was a good pull.
Her voice is crazy now and like insanely different than it was probably back then. Because Jessica Rabbit doesn't have like a raspy voice, does she?
A little bit. Like kind of like
sultry.
Yeah, sultry.
Smoky.
Yeah.
I must have subconsciously somehow known that, but all right.
Well, Buds takes the lead. Question number 4 is in the category of street smart or book smart.
Ooh.
In 2019's Booksmart, what actress plays Gigi, the drug-crazed friend of Jared who appears at all of the parties that Molly and Amy are attending?
Oh, no, I'm trying to play her name.
A reminder, if anybody needs it, you get 3 bartenders hints per game.
Can I get a repeat on the question? Is that a move or can you just repeat it?
I think I froze, so I will repeat it because I'm pretty sure only half the question came out before I froze.
Okay.
So question number 4. In 2019's Booksmart, what actress plays Gigi, the drug-crazed friend of Jared, who appears at all of the parties that Molly and Amy are attending?
Drug-crazed friend. Okay.
Oh my god, I'm trying to blank on her name.
I don't know who that is. Do I?
I'm going to count you guys down in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Last chance to use the bartender. And Amanda.
I know that it's Princess Leia's daughter, and I can't think of her name. I don't have it.
You're half right there. Kyle?
Is it Carrie Fisher Jr.?
There you go.
It's not Carrie Fisher Jr. It is Carrie Fisher's daughter. And Buds.
I had no idea. I just put Brie Larson.
The answer is Billy Lord.
Billy Lord. Ugh.
Billy Lord. Princess Leia's daughter. Yes.
Sorry, question number 5 in the category of Little Green Men. Name the 2012 Alien Invasion movie from the following cast: Rosemary DeWitt, Richard Acadia, Ben Stiller, R. Lee Army, and Jonah Hill.
Richard Ayoade. Richard Ayoade.
Well, there was no way I was not going to see that and get Dan Aykroyd. I'm sorry.
That's my favorite moment of today now.
I think Jonah
It's
Hill.
a very
looks like
different movie right there.
All right, and 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Let's mix it up and start with the hammer.
Is it The Watch?
That is correct for a point. The Kraken.
Said Neighborhood Watch.
Very close. And Brother Bud.
The Watch.
That is correct for a point.
I will say, if I can argue, I think the Hammer should get it because the original title was Neighborhood Watch, and they took off the word neighborhood because Trayvon Martin was killed. I'm pretty sure.
Oh.
If you want to challenge, you can.
You can challenge on my behalf.
He certainly can.
It might be a first timer.
I take
Well,
back everything I said.
anytime there's anything in dispute, we bring in our bartender to settle the dispute. DJ, your opinion on the matter?
Well, I had no idea that was the case, so I kind of would defer to the trivia master over there. So I'd say, yeah, go for it. Give it. Let's make it a fun game.
Okay.
Everyone's
Thanks, Ryan.
That was so kind.
Good guy.
Question number 6 is in the category of rom-com actresses. Rom-com actresses. What actress starred in the following 90s rom-com? Green Card, Groundhog Day, Michael, and Multiplicity.
Oh, come on.
Michael's a comedy, eh?
Yeah, I think it is. I think it's a rom-com comedy.
Interesting.
I mean, he charges a bull. Would you consider that a drama? A
I would
dramedy?
consider that a dramedy,
Okay.
a blasphemous dramedy.
You are the theological expert in this group here. So we're going to count you guys down in 5, 4.
You do a bartender hint?
Sure. So you're going to get the question again, and then we're going to bring in our bartender. Question is, what actress starred in the following 90s rom-com movies? Green Card, Groundhog Day, Michael, and Multiplicity.
Now, she might share a name and be a fan of Coming to America's restaurant. Hope that helps.
That was solid. A+ bartending, DJ. We're going to count it down again in 5, 4, 3, 2, and 1. And we'll start with Kyle the Kraken.
Is it Andy McDowell?
It is Andy McDowell. And Mr. Buds.
Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell, correct. And Amanda, did you pull it?
Andy McDowell.
Andy McDowell. Points all around. Well done.
I will say when I wrote it down, I was like, that's not someone famous's name. And I looked at it for a long time and I'm like, it's just a name that I'm like, I don't feel like you hear it too often, especially now. So I was like, wait, is that the name? And I really questioned both the first and the last name.
Well done.
All right. Question number 7 in the category of Disney. In the 2010 Disney movie Tangled, what is the name of the palace horse who is tracking Eugene and eventually becomes head of the palace guard?
Man.
If I had a horse, I feel like this is a fitting name for this horse.
If I was a horse, I think my name would be Carl.
Sure. Yeah, I could see that.
Five, 4, 3, 2, 1. Brother Kraken.
It is Maximus.
That is correct for a point. Sister Hammer.
It's Maximus or Max.
That's correct for a point. And Brother Buds.
Couldn't think of it, so I went with Hercules.
Good guess.
Question number 8 in the category of sports movies. In the classic sports movie A League of Their Own, what actor/director plays the role of Walter Harvey, a candy bar mogul who owns the Chicago Cubs and decides to finance the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League?
I can't imagine a better profession than being a candy bar mogul. That just has to be like the ultimate gig.
That fits you perfectly to a T right there, man.
I agree. I would just get one of those handlebar mustaches and just like crush mom and pop businesses and sell candy to people. It'd be sweet.
No pun intended, right?
See, it just comes natural. I'm built for it.
Can I
Okay,
pull a bartender's hint on this one?
Sure. So I'm
Absolutely.
going to reread you the question, and you're going to get our bartender to come in. In the classic sports movie A League of Their Own, what actor/director plays the role of Walter Harvey, a candy bar mogul who owns the Chicago Cubs and decides to finance the All-American Girls Professional Baseball League? Our illustrious bartender DJ provide you with a hint.
Now, in a weird way, he also played husband with his sister in a different movie.
Nice. That glass has got to be clean by now.
No, it's filthy.
All right. 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. I think Amanda might have gotten it.
Gary Marshall.
It is indeed Gary Marshall. Buds?
Gary Marshall, only from the hint.
Gary Marshall is correct. And Kyle?
It is Gary Marshall.
Correct. His sister directed the movie.
Great movie.
Yeah, great.
And your final question in round number 1 in the category of famous last words. Name the character who says this iconic line right before they die. You were right about me. Tell your sister you were right. I think this is the Slinky dog from Toy Story, right? Didn't he also use this last line?
Well, it actually wasn't Slinky. It was Ernest P. Worrell. R.I.P. Ernest.
Oh, Ernest was in that movie? Sweet. May have to finally give it a watch. And in 5, 4, 3, 2.
A bartender hint.
Sure
can. In question number 9, in the category of famous last words. Name the character who says the iconic line before he dies. You were right about me. Tell your sister you were right.
Well, at least his sacrifice of killing the emperor can justify all that bad he did, right? Like, wait, the emperor's not dead? Well, never mind. What the hell? Fuck this guy. Jeez.
Nailed the execution.
And in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1. Sister Hammer?
I'm so wrong. Is it Obi-Wan?
That is incorrect, although he is the real villain. Let's go with Brother Buds.
Darth Vader?
That is correct for a point. And Brother Kraken.
Is Darth Vader, but at the
That is
time he's
correct for
Anakin
a
Skywalker.
point.
So
Moose, at the end of a scintillating round 1, where do our competitors stand?
We actually currently have a 2-way tie for first place. Ryan and Kyle both with 7 points. Amanda with 6 points. Close game going into round number 2. So, Buds, Kyle is deferred to you. We're going to bring up our categories. You'll see them when they come up right now. You're basically going to tell us when to stop on this category.
real angry Italians.
Stop.
You got the category of bees or not to bees. And this is insects in movies.
Okay.
All right. Are you ready, Brother Buds?
I am ready to go.
All right. Your first question in the category of bees or not to bees. And Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom. Indy, Short Round, and Willie discover a secret passage in the palace that leads them to a creepy, crawling, bug-infested hallway. What is the name of that palace?
And I'm not writing this down. I'm just saying.
Yes. You also have multiple choice should you want to check down to multiple choice.
I'll go multiple choice.
All right. In Indiana Jones and the Temple of Doom, Indy, Short Round, and Willie discover a secret passage in the palace that leads them to a creepy, crawling, bug-infested hallway. What is the name of that palace? Your multiple choice options are A, Nuthica, B, Pancot Palace, C, Malayapur Palace, or D, Shiva Palace.
Well, the multiple choice didn't help me in any way. So I will say C.
C is Mayampura Palace, and that is incorrect. And we're going to bring in the Hammer and the Kraken for a chance at a 1-point steal. Do you guys want the question repeated, or are you ready?
I'm okay.
I'm okay.
All right. Then, Hammer, what do you got?
Is it A?
That is also incorrect. Nuthica Palace is incorrect. And Kraken.
It is Pencott Palace.
That is correct for a 1-point steal.
Forgot to drop them out during this first portion of it. So dropped them out again. My apologies.
All right. Question number 2 in the category of bees or not to bees. The 1990 movie Arachnophobia centers around a small California town infested with deadly spiders, led by the alpha spider nicknamed the General. Who played Dilbert McClintock, the pest exterminator called out to help control the outbreak?
The answer is John Goodman.
That is correct for 2 points. Your third question in the category of bees or not to bees. What 1997 movie, written and directed by Guillermo del Toro, involves a mutated strain of bugs called the Judas strain who have evolved to imitate humans?
Multiple choice.
All right. In what 1997 movie, written and directed by Guillermo del Toro, involves a mutated strain of bugs called the Judas strain who evolved to imitate humans? A, Mimic, B, Relic, C, Phase 4, D, The Swarm?
A, Mimic.
That is correct for a point.
All right. I remember that movie, but I don't remember it being by Guillermo del Toro for some reason.
All right. Your fourth question in the category Bees or Not to Bees. Naturally, it wouldn't be a Pixar movie without John Ratzenberger lending his voice to a role. For the movie A Bug's Life, what type of insect was Ratzenberger's character?
Cockroach.
That is incorrect. We're going to go to Kyle and Amanda for a chance to steal. Naturally, it wouldn't be a Pixar movie without John Ratzenberger lending his voice to a role. For the movie A Bug's Life, what type of insect does Ratzenberger voice? And we will go to the Kraken.
Is that a flea?
That is correct for 2 point steal. Hammer?
I was wrong. I put a spider.
That is incorrect, but a fine guess. All right. Now, question number 5 in the category of Bees or Not to Bees. Name the 2002 Bug movie from the following cast: David Arquette, Dougie Doug, Scarlett Johansson, Rick Overton, and Carrie Wooher.
Eight-Legged Freaks.
That is correct for 2 points. And your final question in round 2. What actor plays Johnny Rico, a former high school sports star who enlists in the federal service as an infantryman and fights an alien race of bugs called arachnids in 1997's movie Starship Trooper?
I think he has a unique name, and I cannot think of it for the life of me, so I'm going to do multiple choice.
Who plays Johnny Rico, a former high school sports star who enlists with the federal service as an infantryman and fights an alien race of bugs called arachnids in 1997's Starship Troopers? A, Jake Busey, B, Neil Patrick Harris, C, Clancy Brown, D, Casper Van Dien.
D, Casper Van Dien.
That is correct for a point. A solid round from Brother Bud.
Woo! That was good. You guys put me to the test.
That is aim to do. The fire that forges.
I have an entire room in my house dedicated to Eight-Legged Freaks.
You really? So Kyle, you currently have the lead in second place. Do you want to defer? Or do you want to spin now?
I'll go ahead and spin.
Okay. So we're going to bring up the categories again. And just let me know, sir, when you would like us to stop.
Stop.
You got 1995 to 2005 in film. The category, I believe that's a Mr. Buds requested from us.
Whoa, whoa.
Kyle, I'll be asking the questions to you. Let me pull up that category here shortly. Benny, just curious, what is Three Italian Ladies? What category is that?
That's it should have said ladies. It should have said 3 angry Italian men.
Oh, maybe that's what it is.
That is Pesci, De Niro, and Pacino.
Oh, gotcha. Okay. Was just curious. I have one category on my list here. Okay, Kyle, you have 1995 to 2005 in movies. Question number 1. There were 2 World War II dramas released in 1998 that both went on to be nominated for Best Picture. One of them was Saving Private Ryan. What was the other World War II movie directed by Terrence Malick?
Is it The Thin Red Line?
That is correct for 2 points. Question number 2. Name the 1999 movie directed by Kinka Usher from the following cast: Jeffrey Rush, Greg Kinnear, Paul Rubens, and William H. Macy.
It's Mystery Men.
That is correct for 2 points. Good pull.
Thanks.
Question number 3. We learned that Ron Burgundy is fluent in what type of instrument in the 2005 comedy Anchorman, The Legend of Ron Burgundy?
It's not for sissies. It's jazz flute.
Jazz flute is correct for another 2 points. Question number 4. What veteran actor-comedian voices the villainous Swackhammer, the proprietor of Moron Mountain, who creates the Monsters team and steals the NBA's power? Let me read that again. What veteran actor/comedian voices the villainous Swackhammer, the proprietor of Moron Mountain, who creates the Monstars team and steals the NBA players' talent in order to win a basketball game against the Looney Tunes in 1996's Space Jam?
Danny DeVito?
Danny DeVito is correct for 2 points. Question number 5. What 1998 black comedy was the final film performance for Chris Farley? Count you down in 5, 4, 3.
Do multiple choice?
2. Sure. What 1998 black comedy was the final film performance for Chris Farley? Was it A, Almost Heroes, B, Dirty Work, C, Beverly Hills Ninja, or D, Black Sheep?
Almost Heroes?
That is incorrect. So we're going to bring back Buds. So Amanda and Ryan, you guys each have a chance to steal. So I'm going to give you the question and the multiple choice answers. What 1998 black comedy was the final film performance for Chris Farley? Was it A, Almost Heroes, B, Dirty Work, C, Beverly Hills Ninja, or D, Black Sheep?
Do I just answer right now?
You can write down on your board.
Oh, got it.
And we'll go with Amanda first.
Is it Black Sheep?
That is incorrect. And Buds?
Dirty Work?
Dirty Work is correct for a point.
I also would have gone with Almost Heroes, Kyle.
That's when I remembered, but yeah.
Yeah.
But also not a very black comedy.
Yeah, that's what I was like, the only like what I would call a dark comedy would probably be in Dirty Work, and I don't even think that's that dark of a comedy. It's just kind of silly. But yeah.
All right, Buds with the 1 point steal. Kyle, your final question in the category of 1995 to 2005 movies. What movie, released in 2003, set a record with winning all 11 Oscars it was nominated for, including Best Picture, Best Original Director, Best Original Score, and Best Original Song?
2003. Is it Return of the King?
It is The Lord of the Rings, The Return of the King. That is correct. Good pull.
Kyle's showing he's got a big brain to go with those big morsels. That was a hell of a round.
That was a heck of a round. So, Amanda, you're up next. And as per usual, you'll just let us know when to stop.
I was taking a look at all of them again. Okay. And stop.
So it's going to center in on video game movies? Or is that right in the middle between B's? B's we've already had.
Yeah, so I would say it's video game movies there.
All right. Let's do this.
Yikes.
Out of anyone that could have popped up. I thought I was timing that right.
All right. Sister Hammer, your first question. Who provided the voice for Knuckles, the Acidriana? Can you pronounce that, Moose?
Echidna.
Who provided the voice for Echidna?
Who provided the voice of Knuckles in Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Yeah, we'll go with that.
Okay. Is it?
I'm gonna read it. Let me read it over to you. Sorry. Who provided the voice of Knuckles in 2022 Sonic the Hedgehog 2?
Was it Idris Elba?
That is correct for 2 points. Your second question. 2 actresses have played the role of Laura Croft. Angelina Jolie was the first. What Academy Award-winning actress was the second?
Dang. Angelina Jolie was the one I knew. Can I do multiple choice?
Absolutely. 2 actresses have played the role of Laura Croft. Angelina Jolie was the first. What Academy Award-winning actress was the second? A. Mila Jovovich, B. Kate Beckinsale, C. Alicia Vikander, D. Charlize Theron.
C. Alicia Vikander.
That is correct for a point. Your third question in the category of video game movies. Who directed all of the Resident Evil franchise films?
Multiple choice, please.
All right. Your question was, who directed all of the Resident Evil franchise films? A. Paul W.S. Anderson, B. The Hughes brothers, C. McG, D. Alexander Bach.
Is it Anderson, A?
That is correct for a point.
Thanks.
The
Your fourth
untalented doppelganger of Paul Thomas Anderson.
He's the better of the two, though. And it ain't close. Name the film from the synopsis. Callum Lynch explores the memories of his ancestors, Aguilar de Nahara, and gains the skills of a master before taking on the secret Templar Society.
Can I do multiple choice?
Sure. Name the film from the synopsis. Callum Lynch explores the memories of his ancestor, Aguilar de Nahara, and gains the skills of a master before taking on the secret Templar Society. Your options are A. Hitman Agent 47, B. Final Fantasy The Spirits Within, C. Assassin's Creed, D. Doom.
I'm going to go with Assassin's Creed.
That is correct for a point. Name the video game movie from 2020s from the cast. Antonio Banderas, Sophia Ali, Mark Wahlberg, Tom Holland, and Rudy Pankow.
Oh, I saw this. I know as soon as I hear the multiple choice, I'm going to know it, but let's do multiple choice.
All right. Name the video game movie from 2020s from the cast. Antonio Banderas, Sophia Ali, Mark Wahlberg, Tom Holland, and Rudy Pankow. A. Max Payne, B. Uncharted, C. Prince of Persia, D. Hitman Agent 47.
It was Uncharted.
That is correct for a point. And your final question in round 2. In the 1993 classic Super Mario Brothers, what was the last name of both Mario and Luigi?
Let's do multiple choice to finish off the round.
In the classic film 1993 Super Mario Brothers, what was the last name of both Mario and Luigi? A. Fieri, B. Romano, C. Mario, D. Ricci. And 5, 4.
Is it Mario?
That is correct for a point. Good job navigating your way through a category you did not want. Excellent job.
I was waiting. I was ready in my best Chris Pratt impression to use.
Mario.
Yeah, that's a tricky one. We don't overthink that last.
No, I was like, they're the Mario brother. I was like, I think that might, yeah.
Okay, we're back, folks, in round number 3. Current score update. Kyle the Kraken is at 20. Trivia with Buds is at 15. And Amanda, after a hard-fought round number 2, is bringing up the rear with 13. Still, anything can happen in round number 3, as we've seen through most of our matches. Don't forget, you all still have bartender's hints available. You all still have your double down, and you all still have your household rule. Use those strategically in round number 3. So Kyle, you have the lead. I'm going to bring up the 6-pack choices for you to review. You get to choose your 6-pack. Buds, you get to choose yours. Amanda, you're going to be left with whatever's remaining. So Kyle, you get to choose your 6-pack top pick.
I'll do the When Harry Met Lloyd and so on.
Okay, so you're going to do 6-pack number
Yeah, the third one.
2. Buds, you get your choice between 1 and 2.
I will do the one with my name in it.
Okay. So you're going to be doing trivia with Buds. And Amanda, that leaves you with the untitled 6-pack number 3. I'll be reading your questions to you. They're in random order, so you can get your 5-point question first. You can get your 6-point question first. You can get your 1-point question first. Remember, you have, I believe, at this point in time, 2 more bartender's hints, a double down, and your hustle. But you're not really going to hustle yourself, right? However, Buds and Kyle, remember, if a category comes up and it's a higher point value, if you don't think she's going to get the answer, you can hustle her.
And when you use your double air, am I doing it before I hear the question or after?
When you hear the category.
The category. Okay.
Yes.
Got it.
So,
And
Amanda,
I just answer out loud. I don't have to write it down, right?
you do not have to write it down. Correct. And there's no stealing opportunities for you, gents. The only points you can gain from her answering right now is if you hole her and she gets the question wrong. Your first question in your 6-pack is not another remake or not another J.J. Abrams remake. Name the J.J. Abrams directed movie from the following synopsis. During the summer of 1979, a group of friends witness a train crash and investigate subsequent unexplained extraterrestrial events in their small town.
Is it Super 8?
That is correct for 3 points. Good pull. Your next question is in the category of Release the Kraken for 5 points. Category of Release the Kraken for 5 points. In what installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise were we first introduced to the fearsome creature known as the Kraken?
Is it the third one? Oh, do I need the title?
We're looking for the title, yes.
Oh,
Count you down in 5, 4, 3, 2. You also have a bartender's hit.
oh, bartender's hit. I forgot about that. I forgot I had that.
I'm going to read you the question and we'll bring DJ in. In what installment of the Pirates of the Caribbean franchise are we first introduced to the fearsome creature known as the Kraken?
It's also the only one in the franchise where Jack Sparrow dies. Spoilers, I guess.
Is it At World's End?
That is incorrect. It is Dead Man's Chest.
Oh my gosh, I had that in my head, and I thought that was the second one, and I talked myself out of it.
It is the second one.
Oh, it is.
Yeah, it wasn't
Yes.
the third.
Is there also one called Dead Men Tell No Tales?
There is.
Yeah.
You know,
That
I
is
thought
the
that those were
fifth.
the same movie for a second title wise. And I was like, huh.
Dead Man's
That's
Chest was what it was.
the
in my
installment.
head. I should never talk myself out of. Okay.
Your next question is worth 4 points, and this is in the category of another drink, please. In what 2003 movie features the real-life whiskey Suntory Whiskey and has the star repeat the slogan for relaxing times, make it a Suntory time? I'll give you 5, 4,
I'll do
3,
bartender. I'll do the last one.
2. This is your last bartender's hint. In what 2003 movie features the real-life whiskey Suntory Whiskey and has the star repeat the slogan for relaxing times, make it a Suntory time?
What did he whisper to her? 20 years later, and it still keeps me up at night.
I'll give you 5, 4, 3, 2,
I have no idea.
1. The answer is it is Lost in Translation. That is correct.
Should have known that.
Okay, you're still in it. You still got 3 more questions. Your next category is action adventure movies for 2 points. Who plays the role of Baby in 2017's Baby Driver?
Ansel Igor or Ansel Igor?
Close enough. Yeah, Elgort.
Elgort.
We're giving it. Ansel Elgort. Who names their child that? Next. Your next question is worth 1 point and is in the category of fictional sports teams.
I guess this is my last one, right?
No, you have a 6-point question after this.
Okay, I'm gonna wait then. Okay.
So this is in the category of fictional sports teams for 1 point.
Okay.
Clifford Franklin, Brian Murphy, Danny Bateman, and Nigel Gruff are all part of the Washington Sentinels, who are quarterbacked by Shane Falco in what 2000s sports comedy?
Is it The Longest Yard?
It's incorrect. It is The Replacements. Our bartender's hint for this one was awesome, by the way. And your final question for 6 points.
I'll double down.
Okay. In the category of lions, tigers, and bears.
Okay.
For 6 points. Kyle or Buds, either one of you want to household her? You want to save those?
I'll save mine. I can only use it on Kyle then, right?
If you don't use it on Amanda, that's correct.
Okay, got it.
Okay. Which means, Kyle, you could only use it against Buds, or you guys can take it home as a souvenir of Benny and Moose Save America. So 6 points, now worth 12 points to you, Amanda. Stephen Hopkins directed Val Kilmer and Michael Douglas in what 1996 movie about man-eating lions that plagued railroad workers in Tisava, Kenya in 1898?
There's no repeats of the question, right?
No, but I did chop it up a little bit. I'll give you a quick synopsis of the question. So, Stephen Hopkins directed Val Kilmer and Michael Douglas in what 1996 movie about man-eating lions?
Thanks.
Count you down in 5, 4, 3, 2.
It's a movie, Lionheart.
The answer is The Ghost in the Darkness.
Ghost
in the Darkness.
Heard of this.
So not bad. Amanda, you're still in this. You still have your hoss hole.
Not my finest hour, though.
Not your finest, but with the current score total, it is 20 to Kyle, 18 to you, Amanda, and 15 to Ryan Buds. So Ryan, you're going to go next. Benny is going to be asking you your 6-pack.
All right.
Your first question, Brother Buds, for 2 points in the category of the Cougs. 2 points in the category of the Cougs. To date, Ryan Coogler has directed 4 movies. How many of those movies featured Michael B. Jordan?
I'm going to say 3.
That is incorrect. We were looking for all 4.
Damn it. It's my first intuition. I don't really know Ryan Coogler, so I was thinking it was the Creed trilogy or something, but I don't know. I should have just said 4.
Your next question, for 4 points in the category of Yuppie Neighbors. 4 points in the category of Yuppie Neighbors.
Double.
All right, now for 8 points in the category of Yuppie Neighbors. In National Lampoon's Christmas Vacation, what are the name of Clark Griswold's yuppie neighbors that do not think highly of him?
Why is the carpet all wet, Todd? I don't know, Margot.
That is correct for 8 points.
Something went off in my brain where I was like, oh, it's those that what other yuppie neighbors could it be about? I have to double it.
Big 8 points. Big 8 points. Nicely done.
All right, your next question for 6 points in the category of RoboCops. 6 points in the category of RoboCops. Today,
Kyle or Amanda, hang on. Kyle or Amanda, either one of you want a hostel or you guys good?
Not on that one.
Yeah, I'm not. Yeah, I'm going to hold mine.
to date, 3 actors have played the role of RoboCop theatrically. First, Peter Wellers, then Robert John Burke. Who was the third to play the role in 2014?
Is this one where I can do a multiple choice or no multiple choice?
You can't do multiple choice. You can use a bartender scent if you have one.
I am not going to use the hint. And I have no idea what that guy's name is.
We were looking for Joel Kinnaman. Joel Kinnaman.
Wow.
He was on The Killing, I think. The TV show The Killing, maybe? Something like that.
He was the military leader in the Suicide Squad.
It was Rick Flag in the Suicide Squad.
Got it.
Your next question in the category of Frank the Tank for 1 point. Frank the Tank for 1 point. Whose concert does Frank the Tank interrupt after he's drunk and urges the crowd to go streaking with him through the quad in Old School?
That is Snoop Dogg.
That is correct for a point. Your next question for 5 points in the category of Amazing Songs. 5 points in the category of Amazing Songs.
All household.
All right, so this is now worth 10 points, Brother Buds, for you, and 5 for Kyle. Category of amazing songs. The song Con Te Patrio
Partiro.
was that?
Conte Partiro.
Conte Partiro was sung at the finale of this movie, and it helped reunite a marriage, brought a family back together, and helped sell a shitload of
Copters.
copters. In what movie?
That is the climactic Catalina wine mixer from Step Brothers.
That is correct for 10 points.
10 points.
And your final question in round number 3 for 3 points in the category of good buds.
Can I double again or no?
No. You only get to do it once.
Okay.
In the 2008 stoner comedy Pineapple Express, what comedic actor plays the role of Red, a pot supplier who survives being shot multiple times and survives being blown up?
Danny McBride.
That is correct for 3 points. Amazing round number 3 by Brother
Big
Bud.
round. Big round. Survive the household, too.
Good round.
Well done. Okay. So score update. With the Hossholes and the double down, Bud's currently has a lead 37 to Amanda's 18 to Kyle's 20. So Amanda, you still have your Hosshole, and Kyle, you still have your double down. Buds, you also have your Hosshole. A lot can happen in this next round. All right, Kyle, I will be reading your 6-pack to you, sir. Question number 1 is in the category of When Harry Met Lloyd for 6 points. In the 1994 classic Farrelly Brothers comedy Dumb and Dumber, what was the name of Harry Dunn's dog grooming business, which could be seen on the side of his shaggin' wagon?
We do a bartender hint.
Sure. In the 1994 classic Farrelly Brothers comedy Dumb and Dumber, what was the name of Harry Dunn's dog grooming business, which could be seen on the side of his shaggin' wagon?
So this is what happens when you get shanked by a mixed bred dog. Never trust them.
Mutt cuts.
That's correct for 6 points.
Ooh,
Mutt's
nice.
cuts. Well done. DJ with the excellent bartender hint. Good
Thank you,
delivery. Next question is worth 5 points, and it's the category of, oh, yeah, that guy. Category of, oh, yeah, that guy. You're going to household him. Okay. So now this is worth 10 points to you, Kyle. Worth 5 points to you, Amanda. What actor was in the following movie in the 1980s? Beverly Hills Cop, Fast Times at Ridgemont High, Stripes, and Ruthless People.
Judge Reinhold.
That's correct. Yeah, you get 10 points for that one. Well done.
You normally don't know actors' names.
Sorry, Amanda. At this point, you have been mathematically eliminated. Well done. Bud's still in it, still has the household. And Kyle, I think you've used your double down. So
No, not yet.
Oh, okay. Yeah, you're right. You have it. Here we go. Question number 5. Let me start that over. Question number 3, worth 4 points in the category of 2000s Tarantino.
I'll double down.
This will be worth 8 points for you if you get this correct. How many theatrically released Quentin Tarantino films were released between 2000 and 2010? Let me give you an extra couple seconds because you got to count.
Could I do a bartender hint, just to be sure?
This will be your last one. Sure. How many theatrically released Quentin Tarantino films were released between 2000 and 2010?
So we'd like to make ourselves believe that there's only 3 Indiana Jones movies. That's not right, is it?
Is it 4?
That's correct. Kill Bill.
And
Volume
with that, ladies and gentlemen, your losers, the Hammer and the Tennessee Train Wreck.
Kyle the Kraken pulling out the big win there. You guys are now mathematically eliminated, both Kyle and Buds. Kyle, big. You almost went perfect in round number 2. You only had to check the multiple choice once, and then boom, look at that. You doubled down perfectly. Your hustle didn't work out for you, but you got hustled and got the correct answer. Final score is 44 to 37 to 18. Unfortunately, Kyle and Amanda, you are going to have to break up. Your wedding is no longer a possibility. We apologize. Maybe you have some kind words for Buds that will change his mind.
Did you really win? You know what I mean? At the end of the day, did you really win, Kyle?
Is it really a win? Who's going to take the dog?
That was a great match. Thanks, guys.
That was a lot of fun, guys. Thank you so much for playing. In all of our shows, we invite you to come back if you had fun. We invite you to challenge people, call out themed matches, call out somebody, give us a topic, and we'll create a match for you. But also plug, promote, whatever you want. So we're going to start with the winner, Kyle. There. So Kyle, you're going to go first, my friend. What do you have to say to promote? Say some nice words. Somebody, pitch some beer.
I just really appreciate you guys hosting this. It was great. Even though my slices weren't picked, I wouldn't mind doing a match in either of those, and those were Back to the Future and Edgar Wright. So if there's anybody who wants to play in either of those matches, I would definitely be down. I'm pretty sure you did a Back to the Future recently, so.
We have not yet, actually. We're going to be scheduling that one to film in May, so we would love to have you on for that one, sure.
Okay, that'd be great. I don't really have too much to promote, except The Bad Batch is really good this season, and Lockwood & Co. is a show to check out. But yeah, other than that, I don't really have too much to promote myself.
Well done, man. Well, we'll turn the floor over to your wife.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a lot of fun. I have to come back stronger next time. Looking forward to the Scream Queens match in about a month. I'm very excited to participate in that one. I've been studying on all my Scream movies, so hopefully I do a little better on that one. As far as promoting, it's more just if you guys have Instagram and you want to follow my fitness page, Sincerely Amanda Wellness. Other than that, not too much to promote. Just love hanging out with you guys and love trivia. So thanks again for having me.
Thanks again for doing this. And the floor is now yours, Mr. Buds.
Oh, man, this was such a treat. And I would love to come back on again. I would actually love to team up with my brother, who is an encyclopedia of movie knowledge. And so I guess I'll put that challenge out there. The Buds brothers, Scott and Ryan, versus anybody. And I'll say movies from the last 40 years. So 1980 to 2000-ish. I think we would beat anybody who's up to the task.
Nice.
And even though I lost today, I have to get a redemption here, And we are going to wear T-shirts that match that say "Buds is thicker than water." I think for that match.
Nice.
So get ready for that. Check out my podcast. Comes out Monday through Friday. There's 2,000 plus episodes. They're all like 10 minutes longer or shorter, and they're just rounds of trivia that I use at my live trivia nights that Kyle and Amanda had mentioned earlier. And you can listen to the podcast wherever podcasts are found. Trivia with Buds, the podcast, everywhere. Check it out. And if you need any kind of live entertainment or virtual entertainment, that's what I do for a living. So check out my website, triviawithbuds.com.
Amazing. That was so much fun, guys. Thank you for doing this. We will get the Buds brothers a duo to face We'll get you in on the Scream Queens, Amanda, and Kyle, you're in on the Back to the Future. Much thanks and a round of applause to our illustrious bartender, DJ. Well done, my friend. Well done, my friend. Thank you for stepping in. DJ, do you have anything to promote? Do you have a match you want to call out? We were working on the Oceans franchise match for you.
All good. I look forward to that one. That'll be fun. Rewatching Oceans 12 doesn't really sound as fun, though. But that's fine. You can follow me on Twitter at DJNdoyan or not, whatever. I don't really post anyway. What I would say is follow my good friends Tom, Nancy, and Andres on Film on Tap. At Film on Tap. Follow them. Bunch of people just hanging out, having a drink, talking movies. It's always a good time, so check them out.
And ladies and gentlemen, as always, you can find me and Moose here every Thursday night for your movie trivia needs. You can find our typical bartender, Cousin Ryan, every Tuesday night at 9:30 for your Vegas story needs. And remember, as always, to like, click, and subscribe or fuck off our channel. Have a great day, everybody.
Cheers. Thanks, everybody.
Bye.